Well, right.
Okay, so no excuses now for me to be completely rubbish.
No, although I'm slightly upset now, so I'm going to move my toe up one. So
the track status is busy, I'm not surprised. 18 of 20 runners are out.
It's just when you're ready, let's go.
Oh man. I'm also concerned that this is a 50% Monaco. I've yet to see any coverage of this level where even the most experienced players haven't had a massive pile-up at some point. But don't you think actually it's we'll call it the Will Stevens experience? You know, like a themed theme park ride where you have to learn to be a passable back marker, a sort of non-intrusive figure who's just there to make up the numbers.
Call me Ginzali.
Now, obviously, the good thing about us having a break for so long is there are many, many things to talk about. The downside being that there are many things we haven't talked about that we've now forgotten about. So where should we begin?
Yes, because we've missed the entire back end of last season. Do we want to pick up on what we liked and didn't like for last season, or do we want to go straight for this season as I go straight to Harry?
We've got a lot of time to kill, pending we don't crash, so let's start with a review of last season, right?
Okay.
I think the high point for me has to be the Toro Rosso kids, frankly. I think they made the season particularly interesting, given that the Mercedes were essentially unassailable for most of the season, save for Vettel's cheeky stolen win here and there.
Yeah.
Although I have to say, I'm already digressing, that I've suddenly found it possible to like Vettel.
Yes, I don't know what it is about suddenly becoming the underdog as a German, but he's become infinitely more likeable because he seems to, I don't know, not be trying so hard. I don't know.
Yeah, he's gelled very well with the team, and he seems genuinely happy, and I think that's good to see, in any driver. I think he's found his home. I don't think Red Bull was ever really his home, even though they did their best to make it seem like his place.
Yeah. He feels more corporate rogue.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say, actually. And the fact that the team need him as much as he needs them, which I think Red Bull probably, to a degree, secretly always believed. They've got Nui, they've got the car, they've got the Renault unit, which used to be the best. Vettel is just the icing on the cake there. I don't think they ever considered him irreplaceable. Whereas Ferrari seemed pathetically grateful to have him.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the payload German effect left over from Schumacher, perhaps, and the ability to rebuild a team back around them. And also maybe, I wonder just how damaging having Grumpy Fernando sitting there eating tacos very angrily. Oh my god, this is horrific. But he's just, I think it brings like an air of happiness and an air of freshness that they so welcome, because he's such a black cloud.
Yeah, I think it's quite telling. Was it Sergio Marchionne said that Alonso got into the mindset where he didn't believe it was possible to win with Ferrari?
Yeah.
And I think that actually is a quite telling quote. I think it's pretty accurate, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So, although I've never been, since I was a small child, a big Ferrari fan, and even then it was only because they were red. And John Alesi, everyone loves a bit of John.
Oh yeah.
I just don't. I don't find myself as indifferent to Ferrari as I used to, and I think the story that's coming out of them, coming out of the wilderness a little, is what the sport needed, actually. So yeah, I think I've learnt to be okay with Ferrari last season. I think I also, to some extent, learnt to be okay with Red Bull.
Yeah.
I think the two Daniels have shown they don't need a number one driver. A strictly enforced number one driver.
Yeah.
And they finally got drivers who put the team above their own personal ambition, which is a dream for any team principal, right? These are two guys who are more than prepared to switch places with each other, and they don't make drama about it. How many times last season did we see, one Daniel move over for the other, and then if he couldn't do anything, let the other Daniel back through? They made a promise to each other, and they kept it.
And this circuit, no less, as well.
Yeah, actually it was. We are massively off the pace, are we not?
I was punted off by a certain Hamilton. Maybe it's because he was busy trying to sing his latest rap single. Maybe he was thinking about me, thinking about you, thinking about everyone except for his fucking racing line.